Hey guys, Joshua Gamer here, and sorry that I did not upload for a bit. I'm kind of doing a personal project of mine, and it's not related to YouTube or anything. It's nothing related to that, so sorry if I haven't uploaded a while. I'm just doing a bit of a personal project. So yeah, and I'll try to upload more, and I'll keep it in mind, and I hope you guys forgive me for my not uploading as much, so I really hope you guys enjoy this what if, and I'm sorry to make you guys wait. So yeah. Anyways, I'll quit my yapping since y'all might be telling me to just shut up and start the what if. Maybe you guys are just too excited for the what if, so I'll be quiet and let's start. So, welcome to part 8 of What If Izuku was Isekai to Final Fantasy VII. Where we last left off, pretty much the whole Cloud crew are in UA. And pretty much Barrett is became kind of like the bodyguard. Not the bodyguard, security. There it is. For some reason, bodyguard came in mind, but I meant to say security. Yes. But I'll stop wasting time. Pretty much instantly, pretty much of course Barrett got pretty much got hired by Nezu and pretty much told him what Barrett should do and pretty much make sure. And pretty much Barrett was excited to do this because he's able to protect others. But also he asked if Izuku can do the same thing like last time. You know, like the little portal as the beginning as before of how Izuku pretty much is the only one that can activate that little portal with that materia. With Nezu actually intrigued, let's say Nezu's there, and pretty much Nezu's intrigued saying, do you mind if I also come along to see what uh, other things are there? Seeing a whole another different perspective of a different reality. Incredible. With Izuku saying, fine, but we have some ground rules since you're from this reality. With Nezu saying, okay, so what are they? So pretty much number one, always try to not gain attention because you are pretty much something that no one would ever expect, and they may think you're a beast and would try to kill you. With Nezu saying, huh? With these, pretty much everyone agreeing with him, even Red saying it's true, and Red actually talked back saying it's true. I'm actually not a human. I'm actually well, I've been through a lot of tests and yeah, torture. You can think of things. Pretty much, I forgot the word, but pretty much, he was tested on, and pretty much, um, I forgot the word. I had it there for a second when I was about to say, but it literally left my brain. Damn it. Sorry, but I'll digress and continue. But pretty much, yes, he's been tested on. Pretty much, imagine what Aerie went through. Kind of like that, but a bit different. Not trying to get the quirk or anything, but pretty much being tested on. Experimented. There it is. Experimented. I forgot the word. There it is. But pretty much, yes. Red tells him that he's been experimented on. With pretty much Nezu saying, oh, well, I did not know that. Hmm. So I guess I'm not the only one in my own reality being experimented on. So pretty much Nezu figures out that Red has also been experimented on, but he still fights alongside his friends. Pretty much everyone else in the group, which of course everyone in the group still pretty much comforts Red on it because Red is pretty much down on just trying to remember going through those memories, and of course everyone pretty much just tries to comfort him. With Nezu saying how they act around Red, it's like they're his family. With Nezu just smiling and just happy that there are at least some humans that care about others. With Izuku saying number two, always try to at least why don't you try to disguise yourself? Because you know how you look. So if I'm not trying to make it look offensive, but you know, with Nezu saying, no, no, I understand, I understand. I have to be hiding. Understand, understood. And Izuku saying number three, always stay close to Barrett. With Nezu saying, why? With pretty much Izuku saying, you'll know why once you get there. And besides, Barrett has to see his daughter. With Nezu surprising, oh, you have a daughter? what happened to her mother. I really don't know what happened to like the mother of Barrett's daughter. I forgot her name. I'm very sorry if I did. But pretty much, I don't know what happened to her in canon of Final Fantasy VII. But something tells me she may have uh what was the it was something Mako poisoning. I think it was Mako poisoning. Yes, it is. It is. It is. I remember now. So pretty much Mako poisoning, which Barrett just pretty much replied with Nezu saying, Mako poisoning? What is that? I don't remember the specifics of what it was, but I remember something that like it makes it's like how do you say it? It's like it's almost like taking your soul, and pretty much part of it is like being like how do I say it? It's like your soul is being stretched. It's almost like that. It's like part of it is trying to stay in your body, but the other part of it is being like pulled out of your body. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that, almost like an out of body experience. Best I can explain it, pretty much. With pretty much Izuku just explaining to him, what I explained because I don't want to repeat myself. So pretty much Nezu's saying, "Oh, that's very dangerous. But how do you use the materia even though they're made out of Mako?" With I don't remember what it was, but pretty much let's just say they answer all his questions with pretty much Nezu understanding saying, so Mako can be very dangerous for the person, but if you're able to make it into a materia, it can have wonders. But some of them are different, have different aspects, and some of them are more difficult to make. So, is that the only material you use? With Izuku shaking his head, saying, "No, there's still more." And pretty much, Chifa pretty much walks up saying, "I actually have some, see?" And pretty much, she shows in her bracelet like these little spheres, saying, "These are the different materia that we have. Some of them help us focus more, and also read the opponent's weaknesses. Some of it helps us slow time, speed up time, mostly for the enemy or teammate, and also some of the best one is to heal. There's five. There's also more that we don't know of, but some of them are being discovered as we speak. With of course Nev saying, "Oh, this is intriguing. I wish to bring some with me." With Izuku saying, "I don't think that's a good idea." With Nezu saying, Why?" With Izuku saying, yes, I know about the quirk list, but if you think about it, people that randomly get these abilities out of nowhere, they would try to question it, and also it would bring more chaos to more of these people because it's something that they don't understand. It's almost like you can imagine a bit of like a drop of blood can spread through an ocean if you think about it, and that's kind of like an example that's saying like a little bit of drop of that information and it would bring chaos to everywhere. You know what I mean? That's the best explanation I can give, it's because like how blood spreads and stuff like that when it touches water. So yes, that's what I meant, but don't think too much about it. So yes, I digress. And pretty much, of course, we continue with then pretty much, of course, the Nezu asks, "So, may I ask what your hero suits are going to be?" With Izuku saying, "Hero suits? Hero suits." With pretty much Nezu, yes, you don't know this, and pretty much he explains what hero suits are, pretty much showing like almost like a symbol of how they would look like in this reality. With of course Cloud, Izuku, and Zack. Zack pretty much says they're fine. They're how they are right now. It kind of reminds it. It gives them a way of remembering their home and the people they lost, and shows that they have to keep moving forward, no matter how much it hurts. With pretty much Jesse saying the same. With of course, Red saying, I would like some help. I would like one actually, because I think it would actually be useful for me in ways. With Nissa saying, yes. Do you know how to draw? With pretty much Red just looking at him saying, really? It's like he's giving him that look saying, really? Is that? It's like a, are you dumb or something? Not like in a rude way, but pretty much, are you serious? Pretty much like that. Because remember, he has very little experience on walking with 2 feet. Because he is, I forgot what his species is, but pretty much, yes, he's someone that it's like a cross of whatever species he is with pretty much able to walk in 4. With, of course, Nezu saying, yes, sorry, I forgot. Sorry, I'm not used to this. This is kind of a really new experience. With pretty much Red saying, yeah, you're not the only one. With, of course, Izuku saying, I can help you with that. I can draw really well. With pretty much Zack saying, oh yeah, that's true. He can draw exceptionally well. You would confuse him with an artist or something, or someone that's able to draw blueprints out of nowhere. With pretty much, of course, wait, sorry, I need to do something quickly. Yes, sorry, I had to go get something right now. I'm back. But pretty much, let's continue. With pretty much Izuku helping 13 making his suit, like pretty much drawing it, and pretty much 13 saying what he wants. With Izuku adding a few things, and also saying that he can build one thing, like one of the things there. With Red 13 saying if it's too much of a hassle for him, then he shouldn't. With Izuku saying, nah, it's fine, it's what friends do, no? They help each other. With 13 just smiling, saying, your turn. Okay then, Storm, it's your choice. With pretty much Izuku finishing the costume for Red. Pretty much Izuku shows it to Red saying, are you okay with this? And Red just drives it and smiles saying, yeah, I think it looks good. With instantly, pretty much Storm and Red go back to Nezu with a folded of paper with Red saying, I think this would suffice. If they need to change a few things, then I'm fine with it. With pretty much Nezu saying, oh, pretty much looking at it saying, oh, now this is a very, very intriguing design. Yes, yes, I can do those. Yes, we can do those. We have a supporting class, support, hero support class. Sorry, had to burp a bit. But pretty much, let's continue. With Izuku saying, oh, well, I don't remember if I did this the last part, but I think he asked what the hero support class does. I don't remember if I did. If I didn't, then pretty much Nezu explains that the hero support course are pretty much the people that create things for the heroes so they can go into battle. With pretty much Izuku saying, well, I'm not going into that class. And if I did say it in the last part, just ignore what I said in this for like a few seconds. So yeah. With pretty much uh, Zack saying, well, it's good you don't, because people would know your secret play, how you create this amazing gear. And besides, you already have a disciple, don't you? With Izuku saying, yeah, of course I do. With Nezu asking, if I may ask, who's your disciple? If I remember, if I'm using the word correctly, like student in a way, like the person that he is like pretty much putting under his wing, which is his girlfriend. With pretty much Zack saying, "Oh yeah, right. How could I forget?" With Cloud saying, "It's not your fault. You just have a really short memory span." With Zack saying, "Hey," and of course the others laugh. With pretty much Barrett just saying, "Look, I love the energy that you guys are giving out, but with these saying, oh yeah, right. We kind of held you a bit longer to wait. Sorry." And pretty much Izuku gets out the materia, which is a very intriguing color. Well, it's something that caught Nezu's eyes. It's like, whoa, you know? With pretty much instantly a light flashing, like pretty much going forward towards them, passes Nezu and, of course, Barrett. And of course, they go past it with Nezu saying, wait, how would you know when? With Izuku saying, don't worry, I would. I would be able to know. Because of this. And pretty much Izuku thought ahead, and pretty much he was able to make a bit of a little walkie-talkie, mostly through like the gem, through the materia. Mostly, it's like how do I say it? It's like like the little earpiece that you have when like some of the bodyguards use to like talk to others when like the objective is safe or whatever. Pretty much kind of like that. But instead of using the actual like machinery and stuff, Izuku used a bit of materia to be able to connect with the others. He was only able to make two for now, but he will be able to try to get some other material. He asked Barrett to get some material for him, so he will be able to have other conversations with the others. So that's the best I can explain it. I'm not gonna try to use science to my bullshit, like use like try to bullshit my way out of this. So yeah, I just don't know how to explain it, anything else. But yes, I digress. Let's continue. It's pretty much. And by the way, if you hear the cars or trucks in the background, just ignore them. So pretty much, of course, uh, Izuku pretty much threw the earpiece to Barrett, with Barrett saying, "Ah, yeah, let's just hope it works." With Izuku saying, "Yeah, let's hope. It took me hours to actually build this, and also it was very dangerous." With Nezu saying, "How so?" I don't know. Pretty much, it's because I got this idea from like like the Final Fantasy, like the new created one. It's when like they were like pretty much experimenting with materia and like they were expanding and stuff. Instead of like expanding, they would explode. Well, that's for my what if. But pretty much yes. There's like that little scene, like yeah, pretty much. Like when you're saving Aerith. That's yeah. I digress and let's continue. So pretty much Nezu asked why so, with Izuku saying, "Oh well, if not correctly, you can pretty much the material can, go boom, but not the small kind like the fireworks. Let's just say almost like a whole building with pretty much Nezu just saying, staring at him, saying, 'Say what now?' With pretty much Jesse saying, 'Yep, I was there.' It was not. It was such a very. He was really nervous. I was really nervous, even for him. With pretty much Nezu saying, 'Well, you were pretty brave on doing something that's really dangerous.' With Izuku saying, hey, 'It's part of the job.' So let's. Look, I'll stop keeping you guys here. Just continue on. And Barrett, remember, with Barrett saying, 'Yes, I'll bring you more materia, but these that are not as difficult and also dangerous as the ones that you had with you.' With pretty much Izuku saying, 'Okay then, you already know what to do.' And say hi to your daughter for us. With pretty much Barrett and Nezu pretty much going. I don't know if you guys want me to go through Barrett's perspective or the Izuku or Storm's perspective. But for now, I'm just going to go to Storm's, and in the comments you can tell me if you want the Barrett's perspective, And remember, and yes, I remember about the costume, like the little hiding thing. Pretty much, um, of course, Nezu is wearing a cloak to hide himself. So don't worry, he's pretty much hiding. So don't worry. But I digress. Pretty much, they continue with Izuku saying, pretty much nervous, and he puts the earpiece in his ear, and he's kind of nervous on pressing it. It's like he's shaking a little bit, and everyone else is looking at Izuku, and he just hesitantly presses saying, 'Barrett, are you there?' And the only thing you can hear is static. A long pause happens, with Izuku repeating saying, 'Barrett, are you there?' With everyone else kind of nervous, and pretty much Izuku just waiting, with Barrett saying, 'Yep, I'm here.' Oh, that's a relief. It works. With pretty much Izuku saying, 'It works! Yes! Oh, thank God!' Pretty much like excited, and everyone else is too. With of course Cloud just like doing like a smile and just kind of like pretty much the badass protagonist thing, like when he just smiles and closes his eyes and looks away, saying, you know, kind of like that. With pretty much instantly, Izuku saying, "Thank God you do not know how nervous I was, no, not knowing if this will work." With Bird saying, "Don't worry, kid, I'm fine." And I think there was just a bit of delay on the radio. With pretty much Izuku saying, "Yeah, I think so too. Maybe it was a few seconds, but whew." With pretty much Bird saying, "Few seconds, kid. I was unable to hear you for 3 days." With Izuku saying, "What?" With Bird saying, "Yeah, it took you 3 days on my end to not be able to hear you." With Izuku saying, Wait, 3 days? We weren't able to hear you for about what? And he looks at the clock, and only 10 seconds have passed, which time is much faster on Barrett's end. With pretty much, Izuku says, 10 seconds passed on her end? What the hell? With Bert saying, damn, this is terrifying. Not knowing how long time passed, time being freaky on any reality, that's good to know. Besides, we were just letting you know that we have everything, and yeah, but we'll stay here for about a week or so, but we'll let you know on the details. And, with Izuku saying, yeah, good to know. With pretty much Izuku shocked, but yet he was feeling kind of like, how do you say, conflicted. Why? Because time is different on that each reality. For Izuku, in pretty much the Final Fantasy reality, it's like 20 years, like, I don't remember how old he was, but pretty much 20 or 24-ish years passed for Izuku and the others. But in this reality, it's like 15 years has passed. That's why, and so pretty much that's why some of them look younger than the age they actually are. With pretty much everyone looking at Izuku saying, oh, "What's wrong? 3 days what?" With Izuku looking at everyone saying, "The time zones are different in each reality." With everyone else confused, with Jesse saying, "In each reality." So in this reality, like, how long has what? Like, how much time passed by just communicating with them? With Izuku saying 10 seconds. With Jesse hesitantly asking how much time passed that we weren't able to communicate with them. With Izuku stopping in his tracks, like he was pacing around. He stopped in his tracks and looked at everyone else saying, on their end, we weren't able to communicate with them for 3 days. With everyone shocked saying, what? Why is it different for each of us? With Izuku saying, I don't know, but it's weird. We weren't able to connect contact with them for 3 days, but for us, it was 10 seconds. How does that work? How is it possible? With pretty much, of course, Izuku keeps pacing around, and like Mom was saying, maybe it's because of different realities, maybe time zones. He pretty much tries to think of explanations of why this is happening. With pretty much Jesse snaps it out of the thing, Storm. Pretty much he keeps on saying Storm, Storm, but he's not paying attention, and instantly she just yells his real name, saying Izuku Midoriya. With instantly Izuku or Storm pretty much looking at Jesse, with everyone looking at Jesse and like shocked, with Jesse saying, I know I wasn't supposed to call your name, but you wouldn't listen right now, okay? Right now you're freaking out on something that we can answer later. With Izuku saying, yeah, you're right, yeah. Thank you, Jesse, for getting me out of this thinking. Thank you. With of course Jesse saying, no problem, Izuku. Or Storm. With pretty much instantly Izuku got like a call from Barrett saying, hey kid, we're ready to go back. With Izuku saying, oh, well, that was fast. With Barrett saying, what? Literally a whole week passed. Well, technically 5 days, but damn. How much time did we even spend here in your end? With Izuku looking back at the clock saying, it would be about 30 seconds or so. With Barrett saying, God damn. Just get us back. Besides, I forgot Barrett's daughter's name. I am very sorry, but pretty much yes. He said that he's gonna bring her with him because she just wanted to see of this other world. So instantly, Izuku says, "Okay, they're coming back." So everyone step back, with everyone saying, "Whoa, that was fast." With Izuku saying, "Yeah, different time zones. Really weird." with pretty much everyone accepting, saying, "Yeah, that can be true. That's true. That's true." So pretty much everyone stands back, and Izuku brings back the portal, and everyone, and pretty much Barrett and Nezu, and of course, Barrett's daughter goes with, pretty much goes through it, with instantly Nezu saying, "Oh, well, this. That was an amazing run. That was an amazing time." With Izuku saying, "So, how's it when it's different time zones?" With Barrett, with Nezu saying, "Hmm, different time zones? What do you mean?" With pretty much, with Izuku looking at Barrett saying, "You didn't tell him?" With Barrett saying, "No, it might make him talk too much and explain different types of reality and stuff, and also a lot of theories, which I do not like, since I always had to hear you making up theories and stuff." Well, these are saying, "Yeah, I can understand. I can understand." So instantly, Nezu is confusing. What do you mean? I'm confused. Can someone please tell me? What is Izuku saying? So Nezu, you were there for a week, right? With Nezu saying, yes. What's wrong? Didn't Barrett tell you that we were gonna stay there for a week? Sorry, wait. Sorry, we continue. With Izuku saying, yes, but do you know what happened on the third day? With Nezu saying, yes, he told me that he was able to get contact with you, but he didn't say anything else. Just he was surprised and shocked. And he just told you that we were going to stay here for a week. With Izuku looking at Barrett, with Barrett just looking away, saying, I didn't do anything wrong. With pretty much Izuku saying, so Nezu, the thing is, you were gone for 40 seconds in this side. With Nezu saying, what? Like, puzzled look instantly. With Izuku saying, yes. 10 seconds passed that we weren't able to have contact with you. But on your end, it was like 3 days have passed that you weren't able to contact us. But we weren't able to contact you for 10 seconds. With Nezu shocking. What? How is that? How does that even rely on time of reality? So time is different. And pretty much he starts thinking of like theories, like muttering how Izuku was, and pretty much he just comes to the conclusion saying, so different realities have different time zones, and different time zones are pretty much not the same, and of course, pretty much different time zones mean that the space is different, and pretty much saying that the logic is different and stuff like that. With of course Izuku saying, Principal Nezu, pretty much like tapping him, with Nezu snapping out of it, saying, "Oh yes, sorry, but that's something that's really weird. It's almost like we went out for a walk in a way, if you think about it." With Izuku saying, "Yeah, it does. It's odd, but how was it anyway?" With Nezu saying, "Oh, incredible. I had so much on my mind after this, and even knowing that time works differently on each different reality. We only know so much. There's so much more information out there. It's incredible, even about how you were able to make those machines, and how you were able to make those weapons, even with such technology." But sorry, I'm just I'm just yammering at things, but intriguing. I would love to know more of this. I should actually make a research about this. With these saying, you should do it on your own time though, because with Nezu and pretty much Nezu looks up at Izuku and everyone else, saying, yes, we can't let anything else, we can't let the public know about this, because everything else would be different, and they would try to take you and try to maybe experiment on you and what happens, and also how to get to the reality if you're the only one that can do it. With Nezu saying, but something intrigues me. With Izuku saying, huh? What? With Nezu saying, since you're the only one that can use that materia, What of your descendants? With Izuku saying, With Nezuko saying, look, you accidentally went to another reality because that materia had a sample of your blood. But what if, like your children and your grandchildren and your descendants are able to have a hold of your materia and use that materia to go to that reality? Does it work for any other reality? With a certain stone or a certain item that is pretty much supposed to be in their original reality, but due to accidentally crossing to a different universe or reality and bonding to a certain blood with someone, does that make them able to cross to a different reality? And pretty much, yes, with Izuku saying, I never thought of that. But I won't, who knows? Maybe later down the future we'll figure it out. We don't know the rest of how to use this material, but the only thing I do know for sure is that we're able to cross realities. That's the only thing I do know. With Nezuko saying, no, yes, I agree. So pretty much, yes, I literally talked about what would happen if Izuku's descendants had a different type of item that from a different reality that would that be able to cross that reality or not. So yeah, I won't go into it. So yes, I digress and let's continue. With of course Nezu saying, it's pretty late, so why don't we just continue on with anything else, like nothing ever happened. With Izuku saying, of course, and Nezu, do you still have the paper? With Nezu pretty much going through his pockets and says, yes, of course I do. Pretty much the paper that I'm talking about is the drawing of Red's costume. Hero costume, pretty much. With everyone pretty much everyone going to, of course, like let's say like a week passes and I forgot the Cementos. There it is. So pretty much Cementos does the building, pretty much the UA dorms, and I remember the word dorms. So pretty much he does the UA dorms, and of course, like Canon, everyone else gets like these little forms for asking their parents for permission to get into UA. Well, mostly into the dorms, for like protection and stuff. With of course pretty much the same thing goes as canon with everyone going to the dorms. But then pretty much everyone goes to the dorms and they see some big guy with a tuxedo. And pretty much everyone didn't know what was happening, so pretty much they asked their teacher Aizawa, with Aizawa saying he's your new, you can say bodyguard. But he's more like security for around the dorms, not just for Class 1A, for other dorms, where he actually trying to hire other bodyguards and securities for the other classrooms. So yeah, and pretty much instantly they hear a little girl saying, "Daddy, Daddy, look at these pretty flowers." With pretty much Barry just kind of taking down that facade, saying, "Oh, come here, little pumpkin." Pretty much like giving, showing that he's a sweet caring guy for his daughter. With pretty much everyone just saying "Aww," pretty much seeing the little girl and pretty much just laughing and just waves at them. And they see the guy and pretty much instantly the guy pretty much puts down his arm with the gun and everyone just sees saying, "Oh, okay." And pretty much that gives an image to them saying, okay, so don't mess with this guy. Got it. Don't mess with him or with his daughter. Understood. So pretty much instantly, everyone goes inside, pretty much goes to the door with pretty much Aizawa saying, Barrett. Hello. Hello there, Barrett. With Barrett saying, Aizawa, how are you doing? With Aizawa saying, tired. Can we go inside? With Barrett saying, yes, of course. Pretty much he just presses presses his thumb to a button, and pretty much it says, recognize Barrett. I forgot his last name. Pretty much the door opened, and pretty much every other student says, whoa. Is that a security system or something? For what? with pretty much as I was saying, security measures to make sure that some things don't go wrong if villains try to attack UA. We have other procedures too, but this is one of the subtle ones, or more tame aspects. But also, the security system isn't the new thing, because we have new students that have joined our class. Well, mostly about 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. Pretty much, yes. No, 4. Sorry, 4. With pretty much saying, say hello to the 4 new classmates. The other 3 are here because we're trying to finish building the other dorms. They're just gonna be here temporarily, but don't worry, you can see them anytime. With pretty much the other students, and pretty much Aizawa says, "You may come down now." Of course, Izuku and the group goes down. Everyone sees Tifa, Aerith, Red 13, Jesse, Izuku, or Storm. Because, by the way, remember, Izuku's hair was dyed blonde, so don't forget about that. So yes, and Cloud and Zack. With pretty much everyone just seeing them, it's like there's like a light shining from behind. It's like it's like everyone just looks at them like, oh my god, were they sent down from heaven or something? Like, comedically. With, of course, Mineta being the pervert he is, he's like, so hot, girls. Oh my god. And pretty much instantly he looks at Tifa, and he's like, look at her. Pretty much saying, he was gonna do a comment about, like, her, and pretty much, he was gonna say, oh my god, I think there's a goddess or angel here. And pretty much he was gonna run to them saying, come here, beautiful lady, beautiful. Come here, you beautiful ladies, or something like that. Instantly, he got punched, the absolute shit punched out of him, okay? With pretty much that was Cloud. Yes. He may not look like it, but he's someone that's pretty protective of Tifa. And pretty much, Mineta was like, ow. Of course, every other girl was like, they were like just like clapping, like saying, good job. Yes, he deserves it very much. He deserves it. And pretty much instantly, like when Cloud like turns back, everyone just looks at him. And they were like, it's like they all saw like a king or something, and they started kind of simping for him. So yeah, and then pretty much kind of the same thing for Zack, Cloud, and Izuku. Pretty much all simping for them, and pretty much 13 was kind of like sneaking away from that, like just like laying on the pretty much like having his back on the verge, saying, "This is gonna be very weird." With pretty much, if I remember correctly, yes, I remember. Okay. With pretty much a girl saying, "Yeah, I can agree with you on that." With pretty much he sees a girl with these little earphones, and pretty much says, "Oh, so you're not gonna be acting like the other girls there?" With Jiro saying, "No, why would I?" With pretty much 13 saying, "It's normal for me to see women act like that for those 3." With pretty much Jiro sees that he's wearing these little what look like tattoos, and she asks, "Aren't you too young for tattoos?" And pretty much 13 notices it and like, oh crap, and he's like, he's trying to hide it, and he says, "It's tribal tattoos. It's something like when you come of age for my tribe." And this is like a made up story that 13 made on the spot. With Jiro saying, "Oh, so it's like your culture. Oh, I'm very sorry. I did not mean to." With pretty much Red saying, "It's okay. Don't worry. You didn't know." And it's kind of normal for us to have these tribal tattoos. And he's talking about like the little 13, like like the Roman numeral 13 on his shoulder. It's like, so pretty much, yes. That's the that's the that's the tribal tattoo. I'm making it up as I go, so please don't hate me. So pretty much, Jiro says, "Why 13?" With pretty much Red's trying to think of something like, crap. What do we do? Pretty much because he says, it's I don't know. They just say that 13 is each number is meant for different people in my tribe. Once someone got 16, or pretty much you can think of anything else. With pretty much you're saying, that's really odd for culture people with culture like that for have a tribal tattoo with numbers. And by the way, if you actually have like uh like a place that has like tribal tattoos, I'm not here to judge, okay? So please do not hate me. This is just for like a what if story. So if you are offended by this, I'm very sorry. That was not my objective, okay? So please understand this is just for a what if. So pretty much let's continue. With pretty much Jiro and Red pretty much just talking. With pretty much Izuku seeing that, and that Red is pretty much he looks a bit more happier than you like not like super happy, but he's kind of like it's like he's a bit more happy now, you know? Not too much, but not too little. You know what I mean? Pretty much like that when he's just having a conversation with someone. Well, Izuku seeing that, and he's like happy about it. With pretty much instantly, Ida talks to Aizawa saying, "What? How come they go into the classroom without being unannounced? Unannounced? Did they take the test as we did? Are they gonna? Are they pretty much, of course, doing like the chop thing? Well, pretty much saying that he's trying that these people are pretty much that the teachers are breaking the rules and yada yada yada. With Aizawa saying, "Be quiet," like in a deep voice, saying that it was not my choice, it was Nezu's. And also remember, a UA is not your common high school. Remember that? We can do whatever we want here, but we don't do whatever we want. If Nezu wanted to bring them here, he had a reason to. I don't know the reason, but he has one. And also, Nezu said to us teachers that they're not gonna be here just by their choice, by the Nezu's choosing. They're also gonna have their own tests, and the students know that. So, if you're gonna keep whining about it, you may as well get expelled at this point. With Ida being quiet, saying, "Don't worry, sir. I won't talk about it. Sorry. I was just annoyed that they would be able to get the easy route and we weren't able, and we had to, with pretty much Aizawa saying, work your butts off. No, sorry, Izuku said it, saying you had to work your butts off. Don't worry, because we'll show you that we are meant to be here. Not in the rude way of sense, like me being a show off, but I'm trying to tell you that we deserve to be being here. Okay, you guys deserve being here too as well, but we'll show you why we deserve to be here, and also show you our worth for this school. So you think we can't do anything, and you think we're weak? We'll show you on the test. So just be quiet and enjoy the time. Got it? With of course everyone just being quiet and in agreement. With some of the girls kind of like internally screaming, like saying, "Oh my god, he's so cool!" Like, you know. With Izuku saying, "Come on, babe, let's go." With instantly when they heard the word "babe" and pretty much Izuku taking Jessie outside, instantly they were heartbroken because because he was already taken, and pretty much Tifa kind of asking Clyde if they can go on a date right now. With Clyde saying, "Yeah, sure." With pretty much every other girl and guy pretty much looking at both Aerith and Zack. Pretty much they just see them talking, and pretty much Aerith says, why don't we just plan things? It sounds like fun, don't you think?" With Zack saying, "Of course, anything for you. Come on, let's go to the backyard to actually make it more homey, more at home." With everyone seeing this, it's like the mood, you can just feel the mood like of being depressed. With Mineta, of course, twitching and just like, of course, being knocked out. He says, "Beautiful girls, not fair that take in." With, of course, uh, pretty much, he's just saying that for comedic reasons. Of course, remember comedic reasons. So pretty much, Jiro and Red start getting to know each other. With pretty much Red saying that that mostly, Nezu kind of made him a backstory that he was taken from his village, and the only thing that he was able to get from his village was when he was turned a certain age, but he doesn't know what happened to them or where they're at, and he was pretty much kidnapped from the village because of his quirk. But of course he didn't say that, but that's going to be the backstory for 13 in this what if, you know, well, not this what if, but pretty much in the My Hero verse, you can say. With pretty much, of course, 13 trying to just remember, with, of course, Jiro saying, 13, or Red, how would you like me to call you? With pretty much Red 13 saying, call me whatever you like for making you, for whatever it is, I'm done with anything, like whatever name you give me. Red or 13, whichever really. So pretty much, um, Jiro says, okay then, how about Kitty? With 13 looking at her saying, what? And she said, you heard me, Kitty, like a cat. And 13 says, why Kitty? With Jiro saying, I don't know, you just give me that vibe of a cat or something. Or maybe lion. Or, Lion King? Eh? With pretty much, of course, Red saying, please, no. Of course, of embarrassment. And this is going to be like the dynamic for both Jiro and 13. Mostly 13 is going to be the cool and collected one, but pretty much Jiro kind of going to be like teasing him a bit. Not too much, but pretty much like just teasing him with his name and stuff like that. So yes, this is going to be the ship for 13. I know it's a weird one, but why not? You know? So pretty much we continue. Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna do a little bit more. I'm not like a little bit more with the ship. I'm gonna add some obstacles for the ship. You know, it's like they're starting to become friends, and then they become lovers later on. But there's some obstacles. I'm just giving you a heads up on this, okay? So and also, I wanted to ask, what are the hero names that I should give for each one of them? For like Izuku, Cloud, Zack, Tifa, Aerith, etc. You know what I mean? So pretty much, I hope you guys read it, and please write it down in the comments. And if you guys have any ideas, so yeah. Besides, I digress, and let's continue with the what if. So pretty much, um, wait, sorry, I had to do something quickly. My parents called me. So yes, I digress. Pretty much, we continue. So pretty much, they start getting along and pretty much become friends, just like regular friends. And so pretty much we continue with we go to the next part, which is going to be the test for each one of them. And for like I'm going to do like half of like so pretty much right now I'm just going to do 4, and then for the next part, like pretty much the next part, I'm just going to do the remaining 3. So you know, okay, so first I was thinking maybe showing Tifa off, you know? So Tifa, if I remember correctly, her full name is Tifa Lockhart. So pretty much everyone just kind of looks carefully on what she does. So pretty much she kind of has the PE uniform with her her gloves with the little knuckle things, pretty much. And for pretty much for the quirk, I don't have an idea for it, but pretty much it's kind of like a fighting technique. It's like she's able to. It's almost like a Taskmaster. It's almost like Taskmaster. Master, pretty much there. She's able to master techniques and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the best I can explain. But pretty much it's gonna be like Taskmaster, but it's mostly like copying the moves and stuff like that. So, sorry. Sorry if you heard that. It was my family members. So pretty much, we continue with pretty much Tifa with her pretty much her gloves and her knuckle, like pretty much the kind of like boxing gloves in the game. Everyone kind of looks at what she's doing, and pretty much and let's say, what was, what was his name? The guy with the tail that's able to do like I don't remember what it was, jujitsu or karate, I don't remember, or taijutsu, I don't remember. Pretty much, it's him who noticed pretty much the little orbs on her bracelet. And it's pretty much him. I don't remember his name. So wait, let me just search it up quickly. Okay, I searched it up and it is Ojiro. So pretty much yes, Ojiro is the one that noticed pretty much the materia, but he doesn't know what it is. And pretty much Ojiro asked what those little marbles are doing in her glove, with pretty much Aizawa saying, "Oh, she says that it's her lucky marbles that she used with her friends and stuff." Pretty much the group that we already showed. Pretty much saying that these are like these little lucky marbles that connect them all like a friendship, almost like a friendship bracelet, you can say. With pretty much Mina saying, "Aw, that's cute to remember your friends." It's really odd. They're really odd colored though. Was Aizawa pretty much trying to make up an excuse saying, "Yeah, she doesn't talk into it, but pretty much yeah." And pretty much goes over the microphone saying, "Okay, Tifa, you're gonna have to pretty much defeat these robots, and pretty much you have to try to get you have to get pretty much, I don't remember how much points that you have to go to pass, but pretty much let's just say it's pretty much somewhere in the hunt, like past like 70s to be like in the 70 points or something range, you're gonna be able to pass. But if you go over that, you're gonna be pretty much, of course, pass." With Tifa just like kind of like cracking her neck, and pretty much just cracks her knuckles saying, "Okay, let's go." Instantly, the robots showed up, and pretty much she's literally just started running towards them, and instantly just punched one of them, and their face was literally destroyed. It was like bent in. It was bent inwards, like the face, and pretty much she literally punched the gut of another robot, and pretty much she was able to destroy all of them. And pretty much she's just like saying, "Oh, I feel rusty just by doing this. Let's go." And pretty much it's like she's not even sweating. It's like, what the hell is wrong? What the hell is happening? Like, bro. So pretty much, so pretty much everyone is shocked of how much power she has behind those punches, and Mineta is pretty much terrified because of the power behind Tifa's punches. The man can die by just a single punch from this woman. So pretty much, he's like thinking, "Don't mess with her." Okay, got it, got it, got it. Okay, good, good, good. Oh God, please help me survive this. So pretty much instantly, so pretty much, Tifa was able to, of course, this, destroy literally these robots easily, like no sweat, because you know how they were able to fight robots in their world, which were really much more tougher. And pretty much she goes back into the room with, of course, Cloud saying, "Good job." And he just smiles at her with her just blushing, saying, "Oh, thanks." With, of course, pretty much both the girls and boys were like, like jealous. It's like you can like see the aura of jealousy from both groups. And it's like, "Those lucky bastards." Like, like some of them are like that. Some of them act like that, but not all of them. Okay, they're like, "Oh, okay, cool." So they're into each other. Well, they are dating, so of course, yes. But pretty much I digress. With pretty much, of course, as I was saying, who's next? Who's next? Cloud Strife. Take your take take your sword and go. With pretty much Cloud saying, "Got it." And of course, everyone was confused of where the sword he's talking about. Is that what his quirk is? But no, pretty much, this is like a little thing that Izuku. Of course, Izuku is someone that creates a lot of things. So pretty much, Izuku made it a bit more portable. Not like a really big sword you can see like on the back. So pretty much, Izuku made into like a, how do I say this? So pretty much, it's not like super small. It's like pretty much you can see, like how big the handle is. So it's pretty much Cloud was able to pretty much with the, because of that handle that Izuku was able to make all his Cloud's sword part of. Pretty much Cloud had pretty much just press the button and just a giant sword appeared out of that little stick. With everyone shocked saying, "What? That's his quirk?" With Cloud saying, "No, it's not. This is just something my brother made for me. And my quirk is actually something different, but yeah." With everyone saying, "Wait, his brother?" and they start looking around for someone who is his brother, with pretty much everyone, but pretty much people not able to tell, like not tell, but they're not don't know who it is. So everyone thinks like maybe we should wait for his turn. With pretty much instantly, Cloud goes into the stage, pretty much to the fake city, and pretty much tells Cloud the same thing. You have to do the same thing as Tifa. With Cloud saying, okay. And he pretty much took out a gun too. And he says, thanks for the help, bro. Thanks for the assistance, by the way, brother. Pretty much people are seeing that he's holding a gun, with everyone saying, what? He can hold a gun? Isn't that too dangerous? With either saying, teach Mr. Aizawa, I don't think this is very safe for other students because he is using a weapon that can kill anything. With pretty much Izuku starting up saying, you know there's a hero with an actual gun, right? So using a gun for assistance isn't far off. Pretty much everyone looking at the kid, which is Izuku or Storm, pretty much saying, and Ida saying, what? And how do you know? With Izuku saying, easy, I made that. Pretty much pointing at the gun. With Ida saying, and how would I believe you? With Izuku saying, you'll figure it out. Instantly, everyone was confused and pretty much kind of looking at Izuku like weirdly, like saying, what the hell is wrong with this kid, you know? And pretty much Aizawa saying, besides, ready, start. With pretty much Cloud just running. It's like he literally is effortlessly running with that giant sword, you know? He makes it look so easy. Pretty much he's able to do flips, he's able to do uh acrobatic shit. He was able to do stuff that acrobats can do. So pretty much he is able to cut the robots in half easily. It's almost like a hot knife going through butter. Just like that. It's like Jesus Christ, man. And pretty much he uses the gun, and pretty much he's able to shoot. He shoots some of the robots from afar, pretty much, and is able to make it into a little dagger, you know. And pretty much instantly, pretty much put together the sword with pretty much the dagger turning the sword with a bit of not like sharp, pretty much sharper, instant, and pretty much a bit bigger, you know. And instantly everyone saw this and like, what? How this? How in the? Pretty much everyone's shocked, and they see Cloud literally demolishing all of these robots. Like it's like he's like, and they see him do it with a straight face, and all the girls were like cheering for him, saying, "Go on, Cloud, destroy them! Come on!" You know, like they're cheerleading for Cloud. So pretty much, and also Tifa is like getting really angry at them. It's like she's giving them the death stare from behind them, with Yuro saying, "So, there's a lot of competition on stealing your boyfriend, huh?" With pretty much Tifa stops deaths giving them the death stare, and also, by the way, Cloud does these little waves, like Mako waves, if I remember correctly. So pretty much he does those with the sword, and also some other like these like imagery of swords pretty much appearing like out of nowhere. So pretty much Izuku says, and by the way, that's his real quirk. With pretty much everyone just looks at him again, saying, "What? How does he know that?" And some of them saying, and one person asks, by the way, for Tifa, of course, she becomes friends with Jiro. And pretty much with Izuku, he um, says, and pretty much one of the students that asked Izuku, or Storm, says, how do you know that? With Izuku saying, or with Storm saying, because I'm his brother. With pretty much everyone looks at him saying, what? You're not his brother. With pretty much Zack stepping up and saying, oh yeah, they are. They are brothers, so yeah. I can pretty much stand by that statement and say, yes, they are brothers. With pretty much everyone just looks at Izuku like they don't believe him. So pretty much they continue, and of course Bakugo just stares at Izuku, and Izuku notices this and says, "What are you looking at?" With Bakugo saying, "Of how weak you are, loser." With Izuku just looks at him saying, "Huh, I guess this guy, huh, so this guy, I see. He has a he has a complex. I forgot. What was it? What was the complex called again? Superiority complex, was it? I don't know if I said the word correctly, so yes. So pretty much Izuku just thinks, I guess it's time to knock him down a peg or two from his high horse. Ah, this is gonna be fun. And pretty much Red sees that smile, and 13 just like, oh no, what is Storm up to? And then we go back to Cloud, pretty much dis, destroying, yes, destroying all the robots. And pretty much the whole entire test, pretty much, of course, ended, and pretty much, of course, Cloud is, of course, easily passes. With pretty much going back, with the girls pretty much waiting for him, with pretty much him just walking past them, saying, "You're so awesome, Cloud." With Cloud just saying, "Thanks, thank you for the compliment, thank you." And he goes up to Tifa, and he pretty much just does the little. He moves like the hair behind her ear, says, "Don't worry, you're the only one in my eyes." With Tifa kind of blushing, and he's just, "I hope so." And she kind of looks down in embarrassment. Of course, some of the other girls are kind of jealous of her. With pretty much Cloud just smiling and says, "Is that so?" And he just gives her a kiss on the forehead. With that makes which makes the other girls angrier than others. Then pretty much makes them more angry that Tifa got a kiss from Cloud. And instantly the teacher says, "If you don't stop, you'll be expelled." With the students, of course, stopped. And pretty much instantly Aizawa says, "Next is Storm Strife." Instantly they look, pretty much Izuku says, "Ah, I'm next. Good. Hey bro, can you give me back my gun? I kinda need it." With Cloud saying, "Here you go." Of course, it was still in like the melee mode. So pretty much Izuku says, "Ah, thanks." Of course, he puts like these his little handgun on like the little carrier there. With Ida going towards him saying, "Hold up! It's dangerous to use a gun. Even if you made it, you can't use it legally. It's very dangerous to use one." And you instantly Izuku just grabs his hand and just moves it out of the way, and just keeps walking forward. With Ida saying, "That's disrespectful to ignoring me." With Izuku saying, "Look, I know that you're trying to use the rules and stuff. Sometimes some rules are meant to be broken to do the right thing. Not all of them you should follow." And Izuku just keeps walking forward, with some of the other girls also, of course, some of the like the other half of the girls are cheering on for Izuku. So pretty much, Jessie is just looking off at Izuku, while the other girls are like blocking her path, like her point of view, like her view from the door. That's like getting off, like showing the light, and Izuku's like shadow, like walking away. And it feels like Jesse's someone that's not meant for Izuku, or pretty much just feels like he's going ahead of her and she's stuck. She can't do anything. With instantly, of course, Izuku goes to the arena, with some of the boys pretty much just kind of jealous of him, but some of them are actually intrigued to see what he'll do. Bakugo is just Bakugo is just thinking, saying, "Where the hell did I meet him? He seems familiar, but why?" It's because he doesn't know that that's Izuku. So yes. So instantly, pretty much, they all, pretty much, Izuku takes out his gun and just says, "Okay, let's go." And pretty much, of course, the other pistol. And then pretty much he, pretty much, of course, uses the other gun modes like shotgun, AR, Yuna, with the student shocked saying, "How is he doing that?" With, of course, it turns into a sword, with everyone saying, "What? Where did he get this? From what company did he get this from?" With Cloud just walking up saying, "He didn't get it from any company. He made it himself." With everyone saying, "What?" With Cloud saying, "You heard me. My brother doesn't. My brother is the one that invents things. He doesn't get them for free. He worked hard on these inventions." And he pulls up his sword, which is like a handle, and he says, "And I'm not the only one here that has those things." And pretty much he just kind of slightly looks back at the others, like Zach, Aerith, Tifa, 18, and of course Jesse. So pretty much everyone looks back and doesn't just sees those. Sorry, I literally had the number, but my brain just went blank and just like, no, you forget the number, okay? I'll let you count and embarrass yourself. So pretty much yes, I forgot what it was. Wait, I think it was 5, if I'm correct. Yes, I think it's 5. So pretty much they all see Zuko, of course, destroying each and every other robot. And pretty much they see that he only still has like the third one. With pretty much let's say Kirishima says, why does he have a third one if he's not gonna use it? With Cloud saying, "Oh, that's for a bit of an emergency. You'll see soon." And pretty much he looks at the big button saying zero pointer. With pretty much Cloud asking if he can put the zero pointer on. With pretty much Aizawa saying, "You sure?" With pretty much Cloud saying, "Yeah, I know he can handle it." With Aizawa saying, "I don't get paid enough for this." With the other students saying, "What?" Of course, Aizawa presses it. Instantly, the zero pointer starts going up into the fake city. With Izuku looking up and says, "Huh? This never happened to anyone else." And instantly he figured it out pretty quickly, saying, "Oh, Cloud, you son of a bitch." With Cloud saying, pretty much just, of course, heard that saying, "We came from the same mother, you asshole." Of course he didn't, but of course Izuku didn't, but of course, that's just the story they're using to cover up Izuku and Cloud and everyone else's backstory. Remember, it's just a backstory they made up for everyone else. It's not the actual backstory, it's something to cover them up. Okay, good, now that you get that, we continue. And Izuku saying, I'm gonna kill you when I get back." And then Cloud just says, "You can try." With every other student looking at Cloud like he's smiling, and it's both weird and kind of creepy if you think about it. So instantly we go back to Izuku fighting for his life on the zero pointer. With pretty much Izuku just goes up and says, "Okay, let's go." And pretty much he jumps up like on top of a building, and he's able to use like the grappling hook gun. Remember that he used for like going up the wall and stuff like that. Yeah, he used it to be able to grapple on top of the arm of the robot. And pretty much he sees that everyone else sees this, and everyone else thinks, "What is he doing?" With Izuku pretty much grabbing the third gun, and turns it, and pretty much just puts it on the gun, pretty much the big gun, and it turns into a machine gun. Well, much like an LMG, with everyone saying, "What?" With Cloud saying, "That's not it, there's a lot up his sleeve." Instantly, Izuku pretty much used the laser cannon and pretty much just shot down, completely down under it on the robot, which did kind of make a bit of a hole on the ground too, but not too deep. It's not too deep, but yes, pretty much the whole robot was destroyed from the inside, and of course it tumbled down. with Izuku just pretty much just kind of like standing there and then just jumping off at the right moment to go into one of the buildings. With Izuku just putting the guns away and says, "Are we done now?" Pretty much looking at the camera, and of course Aizawa just smiling. Now that was pretty badass. With Cloud saying, "I know that. This this is this is what happens when he's pushed to his limits." And it's one of the best things you can see. With everyone just shocked and looking at Izuku, with pretty much Aizawa saying, "Test complete. You did great, kid. Now get back here." With Izuku saying, "Okie dokie," just goes there and says, "So, are you next?" So, what do you think, Jesse? Jessie kind of Jessie's kind of like the Izuku in this moment because she feels like nervous and shy in the moment. Like, she's not like that in real life, but like she's just like in the moment she's doing like the test to like show that she's worth something, and she just sees like all these other girls like falling for Izuku, and that everyone else has like these amazing like powers and stuff, and she's like someone that doesn't have the powers but has knowledge, and she still feels like inferior. So pretty much instantly Aizawa says, "Okay, um, Zach Fair, you're next." With pretty much Zach saying, finally, wish me luck." Of course, Zach had this big like sword with him, with Izuku saying, you should at least let me upgrade it." With Zach saying, "Yeah, I do, but it just feels wrong. With Izuku saying, "It doesn't change the weight." With Zach saying, "Okay then, fine. Uh, I'll let you change it after this test, okay? You happy now?" With Izuku just smiles and just shows a thumbs up. With Zach saying, dear, jeez. With Ether, I literally forgot her name I literally forgot her name. Fuck. Aerith! I almost said Ether. The fuck? I meant to say Aerith. So pretty much, of course, Zach pretty much like destroyed all of them easily, and pretty much in with like different forms and stuff. Like his was actually a bit more elegant than others, than like Cloud's and Izuku's fight. It felt like he was showing like he was doing a show with pretty much Cloud and Izuku's like he's showing off again, isn't he? Cloud saying, "Mm-hmm," with Izuku saying, "But I'm okay with this because it just goes to show how people are shocked." Their faces are priceless. With Cloud saying, "I agree with you on that, brother." And pretty much, um, Zack says, "There we go." And he was able to destroy all robots. And of course, Aizawa was impressing. Well, that's you are really well fighting, my friend, Mr. Zack Fair. With pretty much Zack just saying, "Don't call me Mr. Zack Fair, please." Someone else that just makes it sound like someone else has their life together, which I don't. Just call me Zach, please. Aizawa smiling, saying, "Okay, Mr. Zach." With Zach just like twitching, like he has his little eye twitching, saying, "This guy." With Aizawa saying, "Just hurry up and get here. We're wasting time for the day. Tomorrow we'll continue with the others." And pretty much, yes, everyone just shocked that these four people have like extremely amazing quirks, or yes, quirks. So pretty much yes. And also I hope you guys can help me think of like these little like names for their so-called quirks. If you do, just put it in the comments, and I'll put them in the what if, okay? And for the next part for part 9 is going to be showing the fight for Aerith. Aerith. God, yes, I think it's Aerith. I keep forgetting. Red 13, and of course, Jesse. I hope you guys all enjoy and see you in the next part. Bye. Oh, yes. And hope you guys have a good day, good night, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. Take care, y'all. Bye.